Welcome back to my channel. This is Life with Tapper. This is a video is a follow-up from the last video I did, how to survive in the prison, FBOP, especially in the USP. If you like this video, please remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Uh, Boom. This is what I was saying yesterday when I basically talked about in that last video where in prison, to survive your first day in prison, one of the main thing when I went to prison that you have to have is your paperwork. Paperwork. I know a lot of people going to wonder what paperwork means, but I'm gonna break that down for y'all. Paperwork means that your sentencing transcript, your judgment and commitment court order, your PSI, and your docket sheet. That's what really make up your paperwork of what you've been charged with, how the judge sentenced you. You didn't get a 5K one, downward departure, because if you did get one of those, that means you hot. You cooperate with the government, which is called substantial assistance. So therefore, if dudes find that out, you in trouble in the USP, United States Penitentiary, any one of them in the United States. If a dude find out that your paperwork ain't right, you have problems. And your best bet is to get off that compound before they either beat you up or put the knife in you or pretty much take your whole life. You don't want that to happen to you. I done seen dudes get messed up because they know they wasn't right, but they keep playing around and got hurt bad, which could have been avoided. If you know that you ain't right, don't go on them USP. Don't go on them USP. You come off the bus, go to the shoe, let the people transfer you to somewhere else. Because the BOP have a tendency to send dudes who they know is hot, and they send you to a USP to start your time off. You're not really known that you need your paperwork in order to survive amongst man. You go out there and you get hurt. If you know you ain't right, get your ass to that shoe. Get the people to transfer you to a lower security where you could basically live amongst those prisoners. Because you're dealing with dudes who have a life sentence. When the feds give you a life sentence, they mean life. That means you're not, the only time your body gonna ever see the other side is when it's dead. Is when it's dead. So therefore, you go into a penitentiary in the feds and you ain't got your paperwork, or you know you ain't right. You know what you do. And you know you got to get your paperwork. In some compound, they give you a 30-day rule. You got 30 days to get your paperwork so we could know that you ain't telling, you ain't hot, or whatever the case may be. So this is one of the things about surviving in prison amongst man, amongst wolves, amongst dudes that they ain't never gone home, they never seen the streets again. We talking about dudes with 20 life sentence, 12 life sentence, 8 life sentence, much less one. I seen one individual who got 1 life sentence and it almost drive him crazy. And we talking about people with multiple life sentences, 4 life sentences, that never gone home, never seen how the outside look, never again. So therefore, and it don't take nothing for an individual to hurt you. So therefore, if this is your first time going to a federal prison, or you have a loved one who's going to federal prison for the first time, please help him get his paperwork. Please help him get his paperwork in his hand, because they're not telling people this, but you need your paperwork in order to survive in an environment like that. Because if if you don't got your paperwork, it's 2 things you either gonna do if you go out on that yard. Either you're gonna turn Muslim, or you're gonna be a Christian. You're gonna join a Christian car, or you're gonna turn Muslim. It's gonna be one out of them, because they don't check paperwork. So if you don't basically do that, your whole life is in danger. In whatever group that you associate with, you got to have your paperwork, because if you don't have your paperwork, it's going to be a problem. Trust and believe. You can't live amongst man for a long period of time and you ain't got a paperwork. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows nothing about you. They don't know if you told on Dick, Tom, and Harry, or whatever the case may be. You're not going to be around real man that's doing real hard time and they don't know who you is. You have no paperwork. It's not happening. So if you got a loved one in federal USP, federal prison in the USP, please, I'm asking you, let him know that's going there, to let him know that he needs his paperwork in order to survive amongst the man. All right. Uh, I got 3 books that's coming out, and I want y'all to check them out. One of them is basically all about the frackers, which I already have in stores. The rest of the books is on the way out. Is one of them is called Black Eye to the Game. The next one is called Science of Pimping, and the next book that you is a must read when it do basically be released. You got to go get that book, and that book is Only If the Walls Can Talk in Atlanta, Georgia Federal Prison. You have to go get this book. This book right here is a movie itself. Go get that book. Anytime that book drop, you need to go get it.